having a great team is most crucial aspect of building a startup.
You mentioned Web 1, then Web 2, how things have evolved for email. Do you see any big changes when Web 3 becomes the norm?
We are also moving towards adopting AI in a big way. So we are launching AI marketing automation agent, which will enable marketers to create templates, campaigns, automation sequences, etc. just with prompt. Looks at data, somebody who is ready to do experiments, somebody who understands patterns in data, and most especially somebody who can learn fast. Those people would be more employable than others. So our first customer, for example, Razorpay, they tested us with feedback forms and they got results like 250% increase in conversion. With AI, I feel that all the softwares are going to be disrupted. So building a company from scratch is very, very different than working at a company which is already established.
What was that aha moment that led you to believe, okay, email, that is one of the oldest digital marketing channels, it still has some untapped potential? From leading growth at ClearTax to founding Mailmodo, he's transforming how businesses use email marketing today. He's been at the forefront of scaling startups and helping businesses transform how they market. Please welcome Aquibur Rahman, today's guest, who's transforming the landscape of marketing and product-led growth. Aquibur, welcome to AI for India.
Thank you very much for having me on AI for India.
Yeah, the pleasure is all ours, Aquibur. Your journey from being a growth marketer and head of marketing at ClearTax, and also your journey scaling from Procter Gamble to CarDekho, then being product marketing head at ClearTax to founding Mailmodo. What are some of those lessons that you took from your corporate career to founding a company like Mailmodo into entrepreneurship?
Yeah, it has been quite a long journey, and I have worked at different companies from, like you mentioned, P&G, CarDekho, and ClearTax, and each of them were quite different in terms of the environment and the size of the business and the problems that we were solving. So all of them gave me experiences which were needed to build a company from scratch. But still, building a company from scratch is very, very different than working at a company which is already established. But one key thing that I think that has been crucial across these companies and which helped me at Mailmodo a lot was hiring great people. So it requires probably a lot of time to evaluate people and the right people to bring in the company, and all of the previous experiences helped me understand what is it like to work at a startup and what is it like to work with talented people. And when I started building team at Mailmodo, that experience helped a lot.
Awesome. So you were already building teams when you were heading marketing for your previous companies, right? And that took you to be better at evaluating and hiring people for Mailmodo.
Yeah, definitely. Also, after working at different companies as a marketer, it helped me to understand marketers in a better way. And when I was thinking of starting something of my own, my first choice became a marketing SaaS product, because I realized that I could understand the marketers on a deeper level, more than probably anybody else. So my choice was choosing a marketing SaaS product, and that also helped me in building the product at Mailmodo.
Awesome. And so would you say having a great team has helped you grow fast or do really relevant things?
Yeah, definitely. I think that having a great team is most crucial aspect of building a startup. Even if you have a great idea, but if you don't do right execution, and that is not possible without having a right team, the startup would most probably fail. So I think that is definitely there.
Awesome. Cool. And you founded Mailmodo in 2020.
Yeah.
It's been only 5 years, and
Yeah.
you're already a category leader in the email marketing space.
Yeah.
What was that aha moment
Mm.
that led you to believe, okay, email, that is one of the oldest digital marketing channels, it still has some untapped potential?
So there was no one aha moment as such. And in the beginning, I was like many first-time founders, I was very confused, and I took probably like few months talking to various marketers to understand if there is a need for this product or not. And I got very mixed reactions from different types of people. So I remember during this evaluation phase, I met three very close friends who have been leading marketing at different places, and they had very different reactions. So number one guy who used to head marketing at a very big e-commerce company, his first reaction was, even is it even possible to have interactive elements like quiz, forms, games, all within the email? And then he started describing how difficult it was for him to have things like countdown timer in email, and how much easier it would be for him to have a drag and drop editor to create interactive images. And then after a few days, I met another friend who was heading marketing at a mobile app company, and his expression was, why email? Do people even check emails? So that was very extreme ends of reactions. But at the end, I saw value for some companies, for some customers. So I thought that it is a good idea, and probably it was more of a gut or
I was going to
decision.
ask, was it data? Okay, these many numbers of people said positive, or was it more intuition?
So it was more intuition. I think data can always support to a certain extent, and at a startup, you don't have that kind of data to make decisions. So you have to go by your intuition.
Makes sense. And you have some well-known names who are competitors as well. MailChimp comes to mind. Was there any inspiration from there? Did you study their journey, or where you started from and pivoted? That has been very different.
So we didn't do any kind of pivots so far, thankfully.
Nice.
There are several big players, like you mentioned about MailChimp, who have done very amazing job in the category. And like MailChimp has been there for 25 years, completely bootstrapped, did billion-dollar revenue. So we have a lot of respect, and we have learned from them a lot. But at the same time, we also realize that most of the players in our category have been like old legacy tools and haven't innovated even a bit. So that also gave us opportunity and gap in the market that we can innovate and cater to the new generation of marketers.
That's awesome. And Mailmodo does something really well, make emails interactive, right? So would you like to share how Mailmodo really does that in trying to make an email interactive with forms, surveys, and even app-like experiences?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the whole idea was that emails since the beginning of internet haven't changed even a bit. When a marketer sends an email, they can add just text, images, and links in the email. And when a user receives it, they have to open it, read it, click on a link, and then go to a website and take several other steps to complete one simple action like reviewing the product you have purchased. And that is a bad experience for both the marketer as well as the end user. And we thought that Web 2.0 came in early 2000 and everything changed for the internet. But email is still in Web 1.0. What could happen with Web 2.0 experience within the email? So that's where we started with Mailmodo with enabled marketers by adding forms, quiz, games, polls, even calculators, and like anything that they can do on their website, they can do on the email as well. So people use it for variety of use cases, like doing a survey, asking for feedback, getting registrations for the webinar, and companies, our customers. So our first customer, for example, Razorpay, they tested us with feedback forms, and they got results like 250% increase in conversion. There are companies who do a lot of webinars. They send webinar emails, and with a registration form within the email, they get probably more than 3x higher conversion on those events.
Awesome. Yeah.
There are some insurance companies.
Mhm.
They send EMI calculators within the email, and then they create a funnel for insurance sales from there. So
Awesome.
the variety of use cases that companies are using. Sometimes we don't even realize that this use case could be possible.
Yeah, for sure. And like you mentioned, there are a lot of big players,
Hmm.
mostly legacy. What do you think like was stopping them in kind of making emails more interactive? Was it a tech enablement factor that was stopping, or was it like the insight? Maybe they were not just like they were in plain sight, that insight was hiding and they did not pick that problem up.
So there was a new tech that came in
Okay.
2019, which is
Yeah.
called AMP for email, which makes it possible to
Uh-huh.
create such interactive emails
Okay.
in Google, Yahoo, Mail.or, even some other email clients.
Yeah.
But even when that technology came, most of the established players didn't adopt it because it's a big architectural change in their
Yeah.
system.
Huh.
So while and we used to get a lot of questions from our investors and anybody who we used to talk for funding,
Huh.
that what if Mailchimp can build it.
Yeah.
But we slowly realized that even if they want it, it is going to be very difficult for them to change their whole architecture, and it will be change in experience for their users. So probably they will take time to do it, and we could probably get market share and a strong positioning in this aspect.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's very interesting. I mean, like how you picked on that tech and the insight that was missing and brought them together
Yeah.
and like created a perfect amalgam of them for this product, right? I mean, we'll talk more about this later, but with AI like ruling the charts right now, do you see something similar that can be disrupted?
Uh, so even with AI, I feel that all the softwares are going to be disrupted. At Mailmodo, we are also moving towards adopting AI in a big way. So we are launching AI marketing automation agent, which will enable marketers to create templates, campaigns, automation sequences, etc., just with prompt.
Okay.
So we are going to launch in October
Awesome. Yeah.
a new email marketing system where people can just come and we will know about their website, will know about what they are doing and their brand colors, design, etc. We will recommend what kind of templates, campaign, etc. they can create, and all of that will be created with their approval. So today marketers spend probably several days, weeks, sometime to create one campaign. With this AI agent, it will be probably be done in minutes.
So cool. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, one more like question from what you mentioned before. You mentioned Web 1, then Web 2, how things have evolved for email. Do you see any big changes when Web 3 becomes the norm?
Yeah, so AI is a big part of Web3, and with AI, I think two things are going to change. One is from marketer's point of view, the time taking to do a campaign or and not just email, like across marketing, is going to reduce a lot. And the second, from an experience point, users experience point of view, today it is all mass emailing. Like one company sends same email to everybody to like sell a product, etc. But with AI, personalization at a person's level would be possible. For example, we like both, if you and I purchase something from the same brand, but probably your preferences and my preferences could be very different. Probably I like very boring colors like blue and black, but you like more colorful things. So your email should be more colorful, while my email should be probably more neutral color.
Yes.
So those things can be done with AI, and we are working towards that. And I think in next 6 to 12 months, a lot is going to change, not just with Mailmodo, across the category, across marketing tech and SaaS products.
That like I think those are very cool and relevant insights. Thank you for sharing, Akib. Okay, so now let's talk about Mailmodo's journey. It has been super inspiring in terms of you were you were YC batch summer 21. You've raised from Sequoia Surge and you've scaled globally, right? What were some like main challenges when you were scaling globally that you encountered, and what has enabled you to like build from India for the global market?
Yeah. So I think like in a startup journey, there is
Mhm.
some or other challenges every day.
Yeah.
In terms of scaling globally, our biggest challenge was establishing a brand or a trust in
Mhm.
the global market. So because we come from India
Mhm.
and we have our network here in India, and some people knew me
Mhm.
initially,
Yeah.
it was easier for me to sell in India.
Mhm.
But when it came to global selling,
Yeah.
nobody knew Mailmodo, nobody knew me.
Mhm.
So the trust factor was not there. And when it comes to a product which deals with a lot of personal information of user, like email
Mhm.
marketing product,
Yeah.
people need to have that kind of trust in the product.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they would not switch from their existing tool to a new startup or a new product.
Yeah.
So we worked very heavily on building that trust and brand in the
Mhm.
market. So for that, we did multiple things, I think, but three things worked really well for us.
Mhm.
One is thought leadership content on social media, especially LinkedIn.
Okay.
Second is uh, educational content on our website and blog, which also helped us in SEO.
Uh-huh.
And third is partnering with marketing influencers who
Mhm.
already have credibility in the market. So these
Yeah.
three things helped us a lot in building that trust to gain customer acceptance.
Awesome. That's so cool. Like what I'm hearing is like the initial connections
Yeah,
and partnerships that you formed that like people already trusted you, that took you a long
yeah,
way. And then
yeah.
you revised like your strategy, being an expert marketer yourself. So that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. So next I would want to talk more about AI and how
Hmm,
it's transforming the
hmm,
marketing landscape.
hmm,
How do you see that happening at this point, like whether in India or
hmm.
globally?
So I feel that AI is transforming almost everything,
Mhm.
how we do business, how we do even personal shopping across the globe. I feel that probably in India, the adoption is still slower.
Mhm.
I've seen in the US, people use AI for coding, support, marketing, content creation, etc.
Mhm.
Very well. In terms of how AI is changing marketing, I feel that it is saving a lot of people's marketers' time.
Okay.
A lot of traditional work which used to consume time in content creation or marketing operations,
Mhm.
etc., that is reducing fast.
Mhm.
I feel that if we are still not there or not perfect, but in next 1 year, a
Hmm.
lot of new innovation is happening
Hmm.
that is going to reduce the time that it takes to do marketing,
Huh.
and the marketing team will be reduced as well because one
Hmm.
person would be able to do multiple person's job. So
Mhm.
traditionally at a big firm,
Yeah.
there used to be product marketer, brand
Mhm.
marketer, email marketer, retention marketer, etc.
Yeah.
And all of them used to do different jobs,
Hmm.
and all of them used to have like one expertise. But with AI, it is also possible to gain expertise that
Yeah.
you generally don't have. Like you need to
Mhm.
have common basic knowledge, but on top of that, you can gain functional expertise,
Hmm.
which can increase the efficiency of each employee.
Hmm.
So I feel that that is happening very fast
Yeah.
across the globe.
No, for sure. So, like all of these marketing functions,
Hmm.
who is the most enabled one who is able to grasp all of them
Uh,
and do it quickly, right? Using AI, probably they are the ones who will be
Yeah,
still employed. Yeah.
uh, yeah. So that is tough to say, but I feel that somebody who looks at data, somebody
Mhm.
who is ready to do experiments, somebody who understands patterns in data, and most especially somebody
Mhm.
who can learn fast.
Yeah.
Uh, those people would be more employable than
Exactly.
others.
No, for sure. No, thank you, Akib. And like as you said, AI is transforming everything, right? Every domain. So SEO, not being like something
Hmm,
different from that, SEO is transforming a lot.
hmm,
What should companies be
hmm,
sort of focusing off at this point,
hmm,
where they can rank themselves on
hmm,
LLM
hmm,
because they are going to be like the search
hmm,
engine. They're already the search engine.
hmm.
So what is that they should be doing at this point?
Yeah. So 6 months ago,
Mhm.
till 6 months ago, we have been very heavily focused on SEO,
Okay.
and our almost 80 to 90% of traffic comes from SEO to all our customers. But we
Yeah.
realized 6 months ago that our traffic is going down.
Okay.
While impressions were going up, clicks were reducing.
Okay.
The main reason is that Google introduced AI overviews, and that is taking over all the clicks.
Yeah.
So we started exploring different options to understand how we can rank in on the different AI overviews or the ChatGPT search results.
Yeah.
We were clueless because it is very new and we didn't really have any idea how these LLMs work. So we started studying different tools, papers, etc. And we realized that while there's a shift, the fundamental thing has remained the same. That the content needs to be helpful for the end user. Traditionally, when we had to rank things on SEO, we used to write very long blog posts and stuff keywords to rank on certain keywords. And people used to search very short keywords, so it was very easy. Now with LLMs, people are asking long form questions.
Yeah.
So the content has to be different, suiting long form, long tail content. But at the same time, it needs to be concise, it needs to be useful, and it needs to address a variety of questions. And if your content, your website is able to address those variety of content, your website should appear in ChatGPT as well.
Okay.
So fundamentally, the content being useful for the user has remained important even now. Just the format of the content and from where the ChatGPT and Google Gemini text results, that has changed.
Got it. So, like these LLMs, they are trained on specific data at one point in time, right?
Yeah.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like with every update that they launch, they're training it on more data.
Yeah.
So, like if there's a new website, they have the opportunity to now like do SEO that is ranked better on LLMs. Will they win, or like how do you suggest like traditional maybe websites, if they have like done SEO for Google so far, how they can adapt?
So traditional websites still have the advantage because they have established the brand and the user trust. So while they ChatGPT and others, they use training data which is generally 6 months old, but at the same time they also search in real time. So now by default, if you ask certain question on ChatGPT, if you are asking something more recent, like what is the GDP of India in 2025, it will answer you by searching on their results, real-time results basically. So while training data is important, the new searches would keep happening. So it is not a disadvantage for new companies coming, but there's certain advantage for old companies because they have already established their brand and the content is massive. They have established their topical expertise. So that is the advantage for them.
Got it. That's awesome. So you've like Mailmodo at its heart is a SaaS platform, right? How would you advise like startups or companies that are building in the Indian context, that are SaaS companies, but with the new AI-powered context? How would you advise, or how do you see that landscape changing at this point?
Yeah. So I feel that in India, there's still lesser number of AI companies coming compared to US or especially San Francisco. I feel that more and more Indian companies need to come up with innovative AI solutions, both for global audience as well as for India, because at the end we Indians have to build for India as well. So that's number one. Second, in terms of GTM, I think a lot has been changing. So we founders also need to be get updated about the new GTM ways that is going to work in AI. A lot of older GTM channels like cold outreach or the SEO or like traditional sales, etc., is getting disrupted now. So I think founders need to work on that and try to adapt themselves.
Okay, so how do you see like AI impacting the Indian ecosystem? Because it's going to transform the IT services company as well, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that you see?
Yeah, I think that AI is gonna disrupt a lot in different industries. Like one example is the IT services companies
Yeah.
who always like made revenue on the basis of arbitrage of human cost.
Yeah.
They used to deliver services to US companies and employed people in India at a cheaper cost. Now a lot of that work can be done with AI. So the the services company in India are also going to get less work, and probably they will also be able to get their work done with lower number of employees. So in the short run, I feel that AI is gonna impact India negatively overall from an economic perspective. But in the long run, I think that is also an advantage for Indians because now AI will enable, first of all, fast learning for all the people in India, especially people who have technology access, which has been done in last 10 years with mobile adoption and internet adoption. And people in India also are able to understand English very well compared to many other geographies. So it will enable them to learn fast and then establish or create new products with AI, which was not possible like even few years ago. Because to start a new company, you need to be an engineer, you need to hire a few engineers, or you need to have a lot of money to start something. With AI adoption, that is gonna change a lot. A lot of people from smaller towns and cities, they will be able to build products and they will be able to sell globally. So that is going to be very advantageous for India.
For sure, yeah. I'm like looking forward to more probably IT services companies that are that come up in this day and age, right? And they have a more disruptive model in terms of how they're servicing their clients. So I think your insights there are very relevant. So, Akib, thank you. Thanks for all of the insights that you shared today.
Thank you very much.
From your journey and from like how you've been building Mailmodo, how Mailmodo is disrupting the space that you are in email marketing. I'm really thankful for all of that. Akib, we would love to do a fun rapid fire with you.
Sure.
So tell us, what is your favorite productivity tool powered by AI?
My favorite productivity tool is not powered by AI, it is Google Calendar.
Okay.
Everything that I have to do, I don't try to remember it. I put it in my Google Calendar.
Okay.
And that is probably the most helpful for me.
Yeah, but that it is a big tool that all of the MCP, all of the agents, everyone is using and relying on, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to declutter their calendar and automatically get fetched things from it. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm looking for some like a AI EA kind of thing that I can just ask it like I have a meeting at this time and it just put it on my calendar, also prepare notes for me. I think there's few tools in the market, but I haven't been like satisfied with any of them yet.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Cool. So tell us one marketing trend people are overhyping.
I think vibe coding is one of it. While it has several advantages and people are adopting it like crazy, but I think the hype will go down in some time, and a lot of people who are using tools like Lovable and Bolt, etc., they are going back to their own work and they will churn from these tools.
Okay, biggest mistake founders make in their first year?
That they keep building product without doing any kind of marketing or without putting any words out in the market.
No, that I think very relevant. And so, what is your advice for them?
So I think that marketing should start even before building the product. Founders should start talking to their potential customers and understand what the customers really want before building the product itself.
Would you say like just talking to people is also a sort of marketing, right?
Yeah, talking to people,
customer discovery.
Posting what you are working on, building in public, all of that constitutes marketing.
Got it. Awesome. Okay, so last one, I think, and I'm sure like a lot of people will benefit from this. One book or podcast every founder must consume.
One book I really liked is called Traction. It is by the founder of DuckDuckGo. And it has a framework of bullseye to determine what kind of marketing channels you should use for your startup. So I think that book is very helpful because it gives idea about different marketing channels and how to finalize one specific channel for your business.
So cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Akib.
Thank
really
you
a
very much.
pleasure having you
Yeah,
and
I
learning from
love
you.
talking to you. Yeah.
Of course.